obviously have not been on top of my game making videos lately, and I figured that before I go back to the schedule of making videos, I just wanted to talk to you guys first. So I've been wondering whether I should talk about this on my channel for about a week now, because I'm starting to realize that everything I do, including making videos, is affecting my mental health to a degree that's honestly too strong. So I've been depressed for as long as I can remember. As far as I know, it's genetic and everyone in my family has it, and it's manifested itself in different ways throughout my life. As a young child, I struggled to sleep. As a teenager, it permeated my feelings of self-worth and made me feel like I was nothing. And as an adult, I can cope with a lot of the mental aspects of it because I've been dealing with it my entire life and therefore have built up some coping mechanisms. But it affects me physically, which is something that I'm not used to from younger years. It affects my levels of motivation, it affects my ability to get up and do something, it makes my body feel heavy, and this isn't helped by the fact that as an adult, an anxiety disorder that must have been hiding under the surface reared its head in full force, and that started happening around the time when I got in the car crash that I talked about in my Why I Didn't Learn How to Drive Until 22 video. I don't know if I noticed the full detriment of my depression until I started living my life with a daily routine. Not one I decided for myself per se. I got a full-time job where I have to be there every day at the same time, and I started to notice some patterns of behavior in myself when I was living in this regimented schedule. One of the patterns of behavior that I guess you could say that I noticed was when I was in college and my schedule was not the same every single day. It was the same 3 days a week and 2 days a week, and then there was the weekend. There was enough of an alternating rhythm to my schedule that anytime I wanted to work on a passion project or, just something that I need like 9 hours alone to dive into to really work on, I could do that. So I didn't really owe anything to anyone in college, and if I wanted to keep working, not that you should skip class, but I could just skip class. You can't really skip a job. So ever since I started this 9 to 5, I'm noticing that the window of time between when I get home from my job and when I have to go to bed so that I have enough rest to go to my job tomorrow is small enough that it's making it very hard for me to commit to anything other than just feeding myself. Or maybe seeing a friend. A month or two ago, I would come home, I'd be like, bae, I need an hour or two to work on this, and then we can hang out and I can get back to my life. But now anytime I want to work on a passion project, there's this looming fear that I'm going to need way more time than I have, and therefore I never start on the project because I hate starting something and stopping it. So that's one pattern of behavior that I noticed. I gotta devote 8 hours or however many hours a day to my job, and then in the rest of the hours, I need to devote my attention to my relationship, my friends, my responsibilities, chores, pets, errands, stuff like that. And I also have to manage the things that I want to do in my free time. Or, personal projects. I want to be painting, and I want to be making more videos, and I want to do all these different things, and if I do all of that, I'm not going to have any alone time, nor am I going to have any sleep. One section of my life, whether it's my professional or my personal life, just starts snowballing, and I'm really struggling to feel like I can keep them both together at the same time. I feel like keeping all of those responsibilities together at the same time is impossible, and that I'm most likely just going to disappoint someone, whether it be not keeping all my responsibilities together for my job and disappointing my boss or my team members, or not keeping it together around the house, or not being a good partner to my boyfriend and then disappointing him. Whether it's not responding to my friends fast enough, not talking to enough of my friends, saying no to plans when I want to go but I know I have stuff that I need to prioritize. then I disappoint my friends. If I don't keep up with any of those things, or if I don't keep up with my personal projects, then I'm also disappointing myself. And, like, any of them suck, but the disappointing myself part especially sucks because it never ends. Like, disappoint a friend, explain the situation to them, there's a chance I might forgive you, but the concept of forgiving myself is just like so difficult to grasp sometimes. And even though I can be cognizant of this whole process that is happening to me and, you know, stop and tell myself, like, this is what's happening to you, you need to take a step back, you need to be rational about everything. Like, that's fine, that's good. I can stop myself and I can tell myself that I need to be rational, but I'm still depressed. Regardless of anything else, I still have this giant cloud over my head, just, you know, he's right there, just raining down on me, making me feel like shit. Even if I can tackle like one chunk of what my depressive issues are and motivate myself internally to get stuff done, I then still have to act on the other part, which is physically get up and go and do the thing. I think as an adult, the most difficult part has been the physical depression of desperately wanting to get up and do something, but just not being able to move my body. When I say it out loud, it sounds so crazy. Like, why can't I just get up? Why can't I just do it? Do you ever struggle to get out of bed in the morning? Have you ever struggled to get out of bed in the morning, like for school? Like, you know, you need to get up at 7:30 to finish your homework or put on makeup or find that one pair of jeans that you need for today, but instead you just procrastinate because it's hard to move your body, and then you get up at 8 instead, and then you don't fulfill all the responsibilities you're supposed to fulfill, and then something somewhere fails. And there are so many YouTubers that I know they don't have it together, but at least outwardly they have it together, and I feel like I don't even have it together outwardly right now, and I like look up to so many different creators who manage to somehow handle everything, and I just do not know how they do it. I think that one thing that I forget to tell myself in the context of YouTube and well, I didn't finish that thought. I don't necessarily know if there's a resolution for what I'm dealing with. I just felt like I needed to say this, so I just wanted to put out on my YouTube channel that I am struggling personally, and I really want to keep making content, and I want to connect with people. I love responding to comments. It's like my favorite part of having a YouTube channel, so I want to keep connecting with people, but I need to drop everything and prioritize myself right now, which means going back to basics, which means focusing on how I'm doing and not any of my surroundings, you know, with the exception of my job, which I can't stop doing for any reason. That's kind of important. I might let myself not upload for a while instead of not uploading and being really mad at myself. I think I would like to do a few more of this confessional style of video where I write down some notes but not a full script, because it definitely, from the beginning of filming this and you know, taking pictures and stuff, I was pretty much like just done having an anxiety attack, and now I feel pretty calm and centered and like I know what I need to do next, so it definitely helped. Also, I guess I'm gonna start doing that thing where I tell people what my Twitter and Instagram are so that I can talk to you on them. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's BroTellHeckfist. I'll put it up on the screen. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's @Sketchy. Yes, look at all these photos. Look at that quality Instagram content. I promise to never Facetune anything. That's all for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.